Hello dear students, and welcome to English for Palestine for grade 12. Today is going to be about reading +4 of Romeo and Juliet, the literature part. Our learning objectives are: number 1, identify the characters of the play; 2, put the events of the play in the correct order; and number 3, answer questions about some quotations from the play. Okay? Now, our main part, or our main personality that we're going to learn about, is William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare lived between 1564 to 1616. One of the things that William Shakespeare has established is the Globe Theatre. And the Globe Theatre is a very important place and a very important thing to learn about because it has many important characteristics. It has 6 characteristics, or 6 things that distinguish the Globe from other theaters. The first one is the round shape. It had a round shape, okay? Number 2, there were no curtains in the theater. There were no curtains. Number 3, also there were no breaks between the scenes. There were no breaks between the scenes. Number 4, very little scenery. Okay? Very little scenery. 5, women were not allowed to act in the Shakespeare's plays. At that time, only boys, young boys, acted the women's parts. Yes. Now, number 6, theaters did not have roofs. There were no roofs for theaters. Okay? So most of the acting was at daylight. Now, to the play itself, and the name of the play is Romeo and Juliet. It's a very famous play all over the world, and it has been translated into many different languages. Among them is Arabic. So let's see what is Romeo and Juliet play is about. First of all, we are going to learn about the characters of the play, the persons, the people in this play. This part is divided into 2 parts, or these characters are divided into 2 groups. The first group is the Capulet family. The second group is the Montague family. The Montague family. You have to be very careful when you look at these 2 families or 2 groups. Okay? So, the Capulet family includes Lord Capulet, the old man; Lady Capulet, his wife; Juliet, their daughter; and Tybalt is her cousin. Okay? Now, all these names end with T. It's very easy for you to memorize. Okay? Now, let's move to the second family, the Montague family. Lord Montague, the father, or the old one; Lady Montague, his wife; and Romeo, their son. Of course, we have Benvolio, his cousin. As you can see, all these names end with vowels. Okay, also we have other characters which are very important to the play of Romeo and Juliet. The characters are Nurse. She is the one who looks after Juliet. Then Paris. He's the man who wants to marry Juliet. Friar Lawrence. Friar Lawrence, and he is the religious man. Prince Aeschylus, the ruler of Verona. The ruler of Verona. And of course, we have two more characters. Balthazar, Romeo's servant, and Mercutio, Romeo's friend. These are very important for the play. Now, you're going to do an activity for us, and this is going to be about the events of the play of William of Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. So, put these events in the correct order. Romeo sees Juliet for the first time. The prince says that everyone who fights in the future will be killed. Members of the two families fight in the street. Romeo and Juliet promise to get married. Tybalt is angry with Romeo. Romeo climbs into the Capulets' garden. Friar Lawrence marries Romeo and Juliet. Juliet finds out that Romeo is a Montague. So, you will have 2 minutes to put them in the correct order. Okay, I think you're done. Now, let's see your answers. The first one is, yes, members of the two families fight in the streets. Very good. 2. The prince says that everyone who fights in the future will be killed or will be punished by death. Number 3. Excellent. Romeo sees Juliet for the first time. Very good. Next. 4. Tybalt is angry with Romeo. 5. Juliet finds out that Romeo is a Montague. Excellent. And number 6. Romeo climbs into the Capulets' garden. 7. Romeo and Juliet promise to get married. And the last one. Friar Lawrence marries Romeo and Juliet. Excellent job. Okay, our next activity also will be about put these events in the correct order. Okay, so read these sentences and try to put them in the correct order. I'll give you 2 minutes and then we'll come back to check your answers. Okay, now let's see your answers. Number 1 will be, oh, very good. Number 1, Tybalt kills Mercutio. Yes. Number 2, Romeo kills Tybalt. 3, Romeo has to leave Verona. Number 4, Friar Lawrence explains his plan to Juliet. 5, Juliet drinks Friar Lawrence's liquid. 6, Romeo hears that Juliet had died. 7, Romeo kills himself. 8, Juliet kills herself. Very good. Excellent job, everyone. Now, our part here is about quotations. And you know what I mean by quotations? You have to read part of the play and then you're going to answer a few questions. Okay? And this part is, so you are fighting with the servants now, are you? Come and fight me and let me kill you. Who said this? The questions are, who said this? To whom and when? Our next quotation is also, no, you are too old to fight. And the questions are, who said this? Who was too old? Okay? So, I'll give you like 3 minutes and then we'll check your answers. All right. And here are the answers. Let's see if you have them right. So, the first question, who said this? It was Tybalt. It was Tybalt. And to whom? He was talking to whom? He was talking to Benvolio. He said this to Benvolio. And why? When did he say this? When did he say this? Okay, when did he say this one? When he saw the sword in his hand. Okay, now let's move to the second one, which is, no, you are too old to fight. The question is, who said that? And who was too old? And your answers are excellent. It was Lady Capulet, too old Capulet. Very good. Now, we have another quotation. Let's read the quotation first, then we'll see the questions. This man sounds like a Montague. Bring me my sword, boy. How dare he comes here to scorn our celebrations? I will kill him for this. These words are said by, who said the words? Question number 1. 2. Who is the man who sounds like a Montague? Number 3. Who's the boy? Number 4. What does the speaker mean by the word scorn? Number 5. What does the word this mean? Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes to read the quotation again and try to answer the questions. Okay? Now, let's see your answers. Number 1. Who said the words? And it was Tybalt. Excellent. It was Tybalt. Now, who is the man who sounds like a Montague? Romeo. You know Romeo, he's a Montague. Very good. Who's the boy? Tybalt's servant. Tybalt's servant. Number 4. What does the speaker mean by the word scorn? What does it mean? Scorn. Make fun. To make fun. And finally, what does the word this mean? Scorn our celebrations. Scorn our celebrations. Excellent job, everyone. Now, we have another quotation. It's a short one. Come here, nurse. Who is that gentleman? This is the quotation. Now, here we have 3 questions. I want you to read the 3 questions and try to find out the answers. Okay? 2 minutes will be enough for you. Very good. Excellent. Now, let's move and see the questions and your answers. Now, who is the speaker? Who said these words? It was Juliet. Excellent. It was Juliet. Number 2. Who is she talking with? Who is she talking with? And the answer is the nurse. Very good. Excellent job. And finally, who is the gentleman? Who is the gentleman? Romeo. Okay, now to our final part, which is the task that you're going to do at home. First, you're going to read the abstracts of the play and then answer this question. And the question is, decide whether the following statements are true or false. Okay? You have to read these sentences, then you are going to go back to the abstracts. If you do not understand or if you have a problem with reading these sentences, then you're going to decide if these sentences are true or false. Okay? Good luck with that. And we hope to see you soon. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.